Whole Lotta Rosie. Now we have a couple of options here with this riff. We're going to be covering all the rhythm sections and a couple of the lead bits, but there's a very easy way to play this intro, and then we've got some harder bits that we can add to make it more like the original. So the very easy way to do this would be open A string, which is string 5, to 3rd fret, open 5, open 3, open, which is just the root notes of all the chords that are happening here. So just the whole riff on one string. Open 3, open 5, open 3, open. Gonna tell you a story about a woman I know. Open 3, open 5, open 3, open. Now, if we can play all that with one finger, that's actually really advantageous, because I would recommend playing that all with the first finger to then train you to play the proper way to play the riff, which is this. So we've got that first finger still doing the same thing, but then the 3rd finger is added to create a C power chord and a D power chord. And then all we do to finish off is play the A power chord. But the first note of the riff should be just the open 5th string. Now I've checked this with a lot of live footage of Angus and Malcolm playing this, and this is the way that it looks to me like they're playing it, although there are different ways to get the same effect. I feel this is the best way for me to teach you guys. So we've got the open A string on its own, C power chord, just the open string 5, D power chord, string 5, C power chord, open. So basically, the single note riff, but adding a power chord on everything apart from the first open string, basically. On this section, just do everything with a down pick. That's totally fine. And then mute. Want to tell you a story about a woman I know. Such an awesome riff, and that riff continues throughout when the A power chord is added in the verses. So with the pick in hand, after the riff, we've got, I would play that first A with a down strum, da 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 da, A, but then the next bit we're on downs and ups, so. Now, if this is totally new to you, I have an alternate picking lesson just here. It's totally for free on YouTube. I highly recommend you check it out just to get used to doing this sort of alternate picking with chords and single notes, particularly on string 5. That is the lesson that I would choose to be a precursor to this one if I was teaching you one-to-one privately. But to get the feel of this A, and what's happening here is we basically have 3 accents that we add between the riffs. So we have 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And we do the first one with an up, and we're always playing string 3, 4, and 5. Up, down, up. Riff. Up, down, up. Up, down, up. Get a feel for that first. We'll add in the signature Malcolm Young little rhythm chickers here, but we need that rhythm first of those big hits. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I don't care if you're doing the single note riff or you're playing the full one with the power chords. Either way. You need that rhythm with the A power chord over those 3 strings, string 3, 4 and 5. Then between each of those, just a slightly kind of palm muted A power chord. Just stay on the A, and we're getting this very light, muted, but still getting the A strings ringing out. 2 there, and then 1. That's the hard bit done. Now we're on to the chorus where we go to the F power chord. You're a whole lot of woman. I'd hit that 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Then we go to a D power chord, so basically a D, but we don't really want to hear string 2. You're a whole lot of woman. You're a whole lot of D, D, D. You're a whole lot of Rosie is an A chord. Rosie. To a G5, which is a G without string 5 ringing out. Whole lot of woman. Whole lot of woman. That was from the F. You're a whole lot of woman. A whole lot of woman. You're a whole lot of Rosie. G. A whole lot of A. Times, and then we're on to this section where we go G, D slash F sharp, so thumb over the top here. Now there's a couple of ways you can do that chord. You can do it like this, or you could do it G, like this. The young brothers tended to do it like this, and then one more, which is at the 4th fret. So a whole lot of woman. Whole lot of woman, you're a whole lot of. Same chord as in, you know. Same as Highway to Hell. So some familiarity there if you've covered that lesson. One last play through the chorus and then we'll go on to a bit of the solo. 1, 2, whole lot of woman. You're a whole lot of woman, whole lot of Rosie, whole lot of Rosie, whole lot of Rosie, whole lot of. Always loved this bit when I had the old acdc live at Donington CD on my CD player when I was about 14 years old. This part is the same riff, but played an octave higher, which would be here. And when we do this, we're going to play. Now the biggest thing here is this rolling technique, which allows us to play 2 notes with the same finger, but only get one of them ringing out at a time. If you try and go, it will sound like that. It will sound staccato. Da 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 dan 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 dan. There's just no other way to not make it sound staccato if we have to lift the finger off. But if we use the rolling technique, we can get it sounding really smooth, and those notes again were 7th fret on string 5, 1st finger, 5th fret, back, 7th fret with a rolling technique, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's all we're going to cover at this point because I haven't learnt the rest of the solo, I'll be honest. It's a super fast one in sections, but a lot of it you can work out by ear. I'm sure there are plenty of tabs and stuff online where you can try and figure out, get some help with the solo. If you're super new to all these lead guitar techniques and you want some help getting to this level, my full electric guitar syllabus, which is now online at andyguitar.co.uk. Part of it is that electric lead guitar course, that black book over there. That will really help you, hopefully. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Thank you for the support, and you can check out more ACDC tutorials right now.